We have started chapter number 2 solution, and in the previous video we discussed about the different types of concentration. Already you have studied in class 11th, okay, like molarity, normality and formality, molality. All these topics we have completed in the previous video, as well as mole fractions. Okay, so some other formula you can note here. It will help you to solve the indirect questions. Okay, you can learn the relationship between mole fraction and molality. Okay, so here this is molality and XA are the mole fraction of solute. Here these are solute. Okay, in this book XA are the mole fraction of solute, but I told you XA are the mole fraction of solvent. Okay, so you may do one correction here. If you are learning the same pattern, use at XA and XB. Okay, write it at XA and XB. So what is molality of a solution? Mole fraction of solute into 1000 divided by 1 minus XB. So it is XA. 1 minus XB mean this is XA. Okay, and molecular weight of solvent. Okay, molecular weight of solvent. So you can learn these formula. Similarly, second formula, relationship between mole fraction and molarity. So again you will take XA, XB. Okay, XB. Okay, so you will do these changes. Okay, so now next topic is the solubility. So student, solubility is the amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent. Suppose you have 100 gram of solvent, okay, and you are dissolving some amount of solute. Okay, so but you will make a saturated solution. What will you do? You will make a saturated solution. Okay, you will dissolve more and more amount of solute until unless there is no dissolution of the solute. Okay, if further no dissolution of solute in this solution, then this solution is known as saturated solution. So the amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent to make a saturated solution is known as solubility. You can study here. Okay, 100 मास यूनिट ऑफ सॉल्वेंट, ठीक है ना, में सोल्यूट जितना डिजोल्व हो जाता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? सोलेबिलिटी बोलते हैं. सो व्हाट हैपन्स ड्यूरिंग सोलेबिलिटी? सोल्यूट एंड सॉल्वेंट मेक्स ए सॉल्यूशन. ओके, एंड ड्यूरिंग द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन, undissolved solute and dissolved solute remains in the equilibrium. Mean undissolved solute will get dissolved in the solution, and at the same time dissolved solvent will come out as the precipitate, okay, or undissolved. So there is a equilibrium between the dissolved and undissolved. So this is the saturated solution. Now effect of temperature. These are the topics of 8th class, that's why I am not taking time on this topic. So effect of temperature. If dissolution of a solute is endothermic, then its solubility will be increased on increasing the temperature. If dissolution of the solute in the solvent is exothermic, mean heat is released, then its solubility will decrease on increasing the temperature. Okay, the solubility depends on the type of nature. If reaction is endothermic, solubility will increase on increasing the temperature. If dissolution is exothermic, then solubility will decrease on increasing the temperature. Already you have studied in class 8th and 9th. Okay, now new topic is that effect of pressure. This is new topic and important topic. Okay, so effect of pressure is represented as Henry law. What? Henry law. So what you will do, student, you will take a salt in a not salt, you will take a liquid. Okay, suppose this is the liquid and here are the molecules of gas. Okay, any gas. Okay, so what will happen when you will compress this gas or you will apply the pressure on this side? Okay, so what will happen? its molecule will go into the solution. Molecules of gas will go into the solution. So it's mean this gas has dissolved in that solvent, in this solvent. Okay. So if I talk solubility as small m, then so what happens here? Solubility, that is m, is directly proportional to the pressure of that gas, pressure of this gas. Okay, higher the pressure, more is the solubility. So as I replace the sign of proportionality, then there is a constant, and this constant is known as K. So what will happen in the diagram, in the derivation, we will talk the solubility as, we will represent the solubility as mole fraction. So mole fraction, that is solubility, is directly proportional to the pressure. So this is the simple derivation. Look here, solubility is directly proportional to the pressure. So in place of constant, proportionality is constant, there is a constant, this is K dash. Okay, so when you will rearrange this equation, so and you will get the answer of P, then P will be 1 upon K dash, and it is directly proportional to the mole fraction. So in place of 1 upon K dash, there is another constant, and this constant is known as Henry constant. Okay, so student, this is very, very important formula. What is this? Look here, Henry constant is KH, and P is the pressure of gas, KH is the Henry constant, and X are the mole fractions. Mole fraction which one? Which has dissolved in this solution. Okay, when there was a pressure of the gas, so what amount of this gas has dissolved in the solution? So this is XA. XA mean mole fraction of that gas, and that gas is A. Okay, so KH is the Henry constant. This is very important, and its unit is kilobar, value of bar or kilobar. Okay, Henry constant. Next is, and it depends on the Henry constant is directly proportional to the temperature. You will keep in mind that. Okay, so now we will discuss what will be the effect of temperature on the solubility of gases. So students, as you know that on increasing the temperature, look here, in the liquid, in this liquid, gas has dissolved. Gas has dissolved. These are the molecules of gas. But when you will heat this content, what will happen? The gas which has dissolved in this solution will go outside. Means solubility will decrease. So solubility is inversely proportional to the temperature. Is it clear to all or not? Solubility is inversely proportional to the temperature. On increasing the temperature, solubility of gases decreases. Whereas for sugar, I'm again changing the color. So this one. Okay. So whereas for sugar, if you will heat the liquid in which sugar is there, so what will happen? Its solubility will increase. Okay. शुगर जो है गर्म पानी में जल्दी घुलेगी और तेजी से घुलेगी, इसकी सोलिबिलिटी क्या हो जाएगी? वो बढ़ जाएगी. बट फॉर गैसेज इट्स सोलिबिलिटी ऑफ गैसेज डिक्रीजेज ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर. तभी आप कोल्ड ड्रिंक को रेफ्रिजरेटर में रखते हो, ठंडी करते हो, क्योंकि उसके अंदर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस होती है. तो टेम्परेचर डाउन करने पर उस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की सोलिबिलिटी क्या होती है? बढ़ जाती है, और वो आपको कोल्ड ड्रिंक क्या लगती है? टेस्टी लगती है. ठीक है. सो स्टूडेंट्स, read these lines carefully. So what are these? First is KH is called Henry constant and its unit is kilobar. Second, when the mixture of gas is brought in contact with the solvent, each constituent gas is dissolved in on partial pressure. मीन क्या है कि अगर मान लो एक से ज़्यादा गैसेज हैं, A एंड B दो गैसेज हैं, तो अगर आप इसको डिजोल्व करना चाहें तो जो A का पार्शियल प्रेशर होगा ये गैस उसकी वजह से डिजोल्व होगी, बी उसको कोई अफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, और बी जो डिजोल्व होगी वो अपने पार्शियल प्रेशर की वजह से डिजोल्व होगी, पीबी की वजह से. ठीक है ना. सो दिस इज द लाइन. लुक, स्टडी केयरफुली. When a mixture of gases is brought in contact with the solvent, each constituent gas dissolves its own partial pressure. Okay, and from the above equation it is clear that higher the value of KH, so solubility क्या होगी? KH at a particular pressure gas in KH value for O2 and N2 increases with rise in temperature. देखो यहाँ पर क्या है कि अगर किसी लिक्विड की क्या होगी, देखो किसी लिक्विड का, किसी गैस का KH हाई होगा तो उसकी सोलिबिलिटी क्या होगी, लोअर होगी, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। ओके, सो इसीलिए N2 और O2 की जो सोलिबिलिटी यहाँ बताई जा रही है वो क्या बताई जा रही है, लेसर बताई जा रही है, और अगर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करेंगे तो वो क्या होगी, इंक्रीज होगी। ठीक है, सो KH जो है O2 और N2 के लिए इंक्रीज करता है जब टेम्परेचर क्या होता है, इंक्रीज होता है। सो वन मोर इंपॉर्टेंट रिलेशन इज दैट solubility, you will keep in mind that is inversely proportional to temperature as well as inversely proportional to KH, or you can say KH is directly proportional to temperature and temperature is inversely proportional to solubility. This is very very important. Okay, what Henry constant is directly proportional to the temperature and temperature is indirectly proportional to, यानी कि inversely proportional to the solubility. Okay, तभी आप कोल्ड ड्रिंक को कम टेम्परेचर पे रखते हो ताकि गैस की solubility बढ़ जाए। Okay, next is limitations of Henry law. Now we will talk limitations of Henry law. I'm changing the color. Okay, so what are the limitations? First, this is works एट लो प्रेशर, मीन ऐसा नहीं है कि गैस का बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर हो तब ये प्रिंसिपल वर्क करेगा। टेम्परेचर शुड नॉट टू लो, इतना भी टेम्परेचर कम ना हो कि गैस के मॉलिक्यूल में काइनेटिक एनर्जी ना रहे। थर्ड, गैस शुड नॉट हाईली सोलेबल, ऐसा भी ना हो कि प्रेशर की जरूरत ही ना पड़े गैस के और वो गैस अपने आप ही उस लिक्विड के अंदर डिजोल्व हो जाए, और गैस रिएक्ट नहीं करनी चाहिए उस सॉल्वेंट के साथ। सो दीज आर द लिमिटेशंस। नाउ एप्लीकेशंस, दीज आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ओके, so as you are looking in application, first is in the preparation of in the carbonated beverages, mean like cold drink वगैरह। okay, so what will happen, pressure of the gas will help in its dissolution in the solvent। जैसे कार्बोनेटेड ड्रिंक्स हो गई, सोडा वगैरह हो गया, तो उसमें जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस होती है वो उसका प्रेशर खुद ही उस गैस को डिसॉल्व करने में हेल्प कर देता है। ओके, दिस सेकंड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट in deep sea diving, that is in scuba diving. So student, generally scuba diver mean gotakhor, when they will go inside the ocean, so what will happen, generally scuba diver carries a cylinder in which there is a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen as well as helium. So earlier we don't know the use helium, generally only two gases was there, first is N2, second is O2. okay, so suppose there are two gases in the cylinder, O2 and N2. as the scuba diver goes inside in the depth of ocean, so what will happen at the body, suppose this is scuba diver, okay, so water is applying the pressure on his body, okay, because scuba diver is in the depth of ocean, so water will apply the pressure on his body. So what will happen, we know that according to Henry law, oxygen and O2 both gases will get dissolved in his blood, क्योंकि ड्यूरिंग ब्रीदिंग उसने दोनों गैसेज ली हैं, उसके सिलेंडर में दोनों गैस है, नाइट्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन, सो बोथ गैसेज विल गेट डिसॉल्व्ड इन हिज ब्लड। सो ऑक्सीजन will be consumed by his body because it is essential part, but there is no role of molecular nitrogen in the body, so it will not consumed by the body, it will remain as such. okay, so after taking photograph or video of the fish or aquatic life, as the scuba diver will come on the surface, then what will happen, now this water is not there to apply the pressure on his body, mean pressure has reduced. So if the pressure has reduced, so according to Henry law, if pressure is less then solubility will be less. So वो जो नाइट्रोजन गैस अभी उसकी बॉडी के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, now it will feel less pressure, so it will again come in form of gas, but this gas will remain in his blood, जो वेन्स हैं उसमें एक गैस बबल की फॉर्म में बन जाएगी, and this bubble will stop the flow or motion of blood in the veins, सर्कुलेशन जो होगा वो आपका क्या पड़ जाएगा, स्लो हो जाएगा. सो देयर विल बी ए डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ द ऑक्सीजन इनसाइड द ब्लड एंड इट विल कॉज द पेन. So to overcome this problem, generally we diluted the nitrogen gas with helium. So you will keep in mind that scuba diver has three gases, because helium gas does not affect on pressure. it will not dissolve in the body because solubility of helium gas is very less. Okay, so if you will apply high pressure on helium, then even it will not get dissolved in our blood. Okay, so now scuba diver carries three gases: helium, nitrogen and oxygen. Helium is 11.7%, nitrogen is 56.2% and oxygen is 32.1%. So you will write in the comment box why do we not carry pure oxygen. Okay, nitrogen वहाँ dissolve नहीं होगी, helium भी नहीं होगी. Okay, so you will write in the comment box why do we not use pure oxygen in the breathing cylinder. Okay, now third is anoxia. So as you will go, students, as you will go, suppose this is the hilly area, so as you will climb on this hilly area, so at the top pressure is less. Okay, we know that on altitude, on increasing the altitude, pressure decreases. Okay, so if pressure will be less, then solubility of oxygen जो कि आप ब्रीदिंग के टाइम पर ले रहे हो, वो आपकी बॉडी के अंदर क्या हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी. इफ solubility will be less, then it's mean its amount in the blood has reduced, so it will cause the pain in your body and you may get some headache and vomiting and weakness. Okay, and this term is known as anoxia. Okay, so due to this, climbness become weak and unable to think clearly, which is known as anoxia. सोचने समझने में भी बहुत दिक्कत आएगी, पता नहीं रहेगा आप कहाँ पर हैं, तो ये आपका anoxia हो जाएगा. So students, today we have completed Henry law. Okay, so you will keep in mind the formula and you can rearrange this formula like this also. Partial pressure is equal to Henry constant and x mean moles of that gas upon moles of both component. Okay, moles of both component. Okay, so this will be the formula. Now next topic will be vapor pressure and Raoult's law we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you.